Hey guys, what's up? Michael here with Playthroughs for You, and today I'm going to be bringing you a brand new episode in our series of Can We Beat This Pokemon Game with This Pokemon? And today we're going to be diving in to Pokemon Emerald using RALTS, and you know what? I got to tell you, this series episode sucked. It was awful. We had a lot of setbacks. This took us over 8.5 hours to just do on live stream. In reality, it took us probably a little over 11. We had a lot of setbacks. We had to do a lot of struggle manipulations at the beginning of the game. Outside of May, the first trainer that you run into has a Poochyena, and of course, Confusion's not going to do anything. But we made it through, the grunts and all of the trainers up until Roxanne pretty easily. But you know what? I didn't heal before I went to Roxanne, and I was a little nervous because I was running low on confusions, but we end up actually getting a crit here, and it mattered, and we end up beating Nosepass. So I really do appreciate everyone coming in and checking out the live stream. So I think this is the same guy. So I think this is the last time we're gonna have to do this ground manip strategy for a while. Thank goodness. At some point we will be able to learn other moves. Yeah, so I just called it the ground manip, because it's the first move that, our MVP knew. But yeah, we ended up defeating Roxanne. We ended up, defeating the grunt there to save Pico, the good old Wingle. And then we make our way to Brawley after we deliver the package to Steven in the cave. And, Machop really wasn't an issue, and we're facing the Metatite. And Brawley uses some healing items on it. It keeps trying to go for Focus Punch, so we just keep using Confusion so that it can't hit us. And we take out Metatite, and then Makuhita comes out. We go for Confusion. We do have our half damage. I've got double team set up, so I think that the Vital Throw hitting us here is pretty lucky. I go for another Confusion. The Vital Throw hits us again. I only have potions. We don't have super potions, but I quickly realized that, Vital Throw is not going to miss. We take out the Makuhita 26 at level 21, so those are pretty horrible. Oh, did I just get rid of Confusion? Uh-oh. I have not saved. Oh, no. Yeah, so obviously that didn't go too well. We had a backup RALTS so that we could do double battles. And we ended up just using the backup RALTS. That's why it's not named MVP, which really sucks. As you can see there, the Voltorb almost takes us out with a self-destruct. We take out the Electrike with no real issue. Magneton sucks because we don't really have a move that's going to do a lot of damage to it. We do get some special defense drops in the Magneton, which is really nice. We have to go for some super potions here. We get crit, but thankfully we crit the Magneton. So we're sitting at 7 HP, and he's got his Ace Manectric up. So we go for Psychic here. Shockwave does over half, which is not looking good. We do get a crit, though, which triggers the Citrus Berry, so now he's not in heal range. Uses another Shockwave. We, of course, have to heal again because it did over half. But this time it only takes us to 38. We go for another Psychic, and he goes for a Howl, and we kill it. So now we're making our way over to Maxie. And this fight wasn't that difficult. We were already level 39, so we didn't really have to do any training for this. Luckily, the bite here is going to try and 3-hit us instead of 2-hit us, which is really nice. I'm not entirely sure if that's a range or if we got lucky. So we're able to do our double team setup. I see him use Roar, so I'm like, all right, well, we got to get the Shockwaves in here because I don't want to get hit by that and have to go for this all over again. He uses a Super Potion. We just keep using Shockwave, which we got the TM for that after beating Watson, which is nice. He sends out Zubat, so we use another double team to finish up our 6. We get it with a Wing Attack, so we just go for another Super Potion. Use our Stab, super effective Psychic to take out the Zubat. And then he's got Camerupt, which I'm not too worried about, so we go for a Psychic. We get burned, doesn't really matter. We go for another Psychic to finish it off. And now we're on our way to Flannery. This was also a gym I wasn't really too concerned about. She leads with Numel, which is fine. We have double team here. Goes for another Sunny Day, so we get 2 double teams in, which is really nice. He tries to go for a Magnitude, ends up missing. We get another double team in. He tries to go for an Overheat, misses again. Go for another double team. Takedown hits, but I'm not too concerned about that. We go for another double team, heal up, and then hit it with a Psychic and KO it. Sends out Slugma. So we just repeat, go for Psychic, we KO the Slugma, then we got a Camerupt. And, you know, Maxie's wasn't an issue, and we end up 1 crit in this one. So now we're on to Torkoal, and we end up 2 hitting this one with Psychic because we don't put it in healing range, which is really nice. So now we're on our way to our father, and this fight absolutely sucked. We had to do a lot of training here. And, you know, I still kind of feel like we got a little lucky here. We go for some double teams. We still get hit with Teeter Dance for the confusion. We use some Psychics. We use some Shockwaves. And then we got Figure Off to worry about. We heal up. It sucks. It's got Feint Attack, so it's always going to hit us. We see Slacking. It's also got Feint Attack. But, you know, then I realized right here that it also has Truant, so we're able to actually just get some attacks off and heal. And as long as we don't get crit, we're going to make it through this just fine. And you know what? We didn't. And now he's sending in his ace here. And we heal up. It also has, you know, some moves that can hit us, but we get through it. Dropping a follow. Yeah, she wants to brag about how many Pokemon she's caught and how much better her Pokemon are than ours. But you know what? We have RALTS, and that's all we need. And we're gonna wipe the floor with her. So I don't know if you guys saw, but the chat here says RALTS makes a Weedle look strong, and, you know, that's real true. So we're on our way here to the 6th gym badge, and, you know, it's flying, and I wasn't really too concerned about Winona. Really, the only one I was concerned about was this Altaria because it does have Dragon Dance. But we're just going for some Shockwaves. We heal up. We go for some Psychics. We get a special stat drop. And, you know, we actually end up beating her. And now we have Date 2 with Maxie. We did have to train a little bit with this one because Mighty Anna kept 2-hitting us with Bite here. Luckily, he just tries to go for a bunch of scary faces, so we end up just using our beautiful Shockwave. We take out the Crobat, and now we have the Camerupt, and we just use Psychic, and we take it out. Next, we have the infamous double battle that was a pain in my butt. This was a rip in the chat for real. See the F there. We had to train all the way up to level 69, and we got absolutely lucky with this. It didn't matter how many double teams we used. We were just continuously getting hit. But luckily, we taught our RALTS Shadow Ball, which was really the MVP move in this fight. We were really just able to almost 2-hit stuff, and I just wanted to focus on really taking out as many Pokemon as I could, and we ended up defeating the 7th gym badge, and we make our way to Juan, the 8th gym leader. So he leads with Love Disc, which, oh my gosh, thank you so much for putting Love Disc as the lead in this game, because it made it so easy for us to set up our double teams. We have like 0 risk of dying. We heal up, just go for the Shockwave here, and he uses a Hyper Potion on him. Then he's got Crawdaunt, easy 1-hit. Wishkosh, easy 2-hit. We got Celio, easy 2-hit. Kingdra, easy 2-hit, and we defeat Juan. We're on our way, you know, to the victory road in the Elite Four. So we're running through the victory road here, and for some reason I thought Wally was at the end, but he actually ended up being at the beginning. And, you know, Wally, in my opinion, has always been more of a rival than May. So he actually has some character development instead of just trying to trash talk you the entire time. But we make our way through the first Pokemon pretty easily. Magneton ends up confusing us. We end up hurting ourselves a lot. We have to use a good amount of healing items here, which is unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. We almost die here, which I was a little worried. You know, we're level 91. We can't even take out a level 41 Magneton. We 1-hit the Roselia. We got a Gardevoir, and we 1-hit it with a Shadow Ball here, which is really nice. So now we're on our way to the Pokemon League, and we've got Sydney here. And Sydney is a Dark type, and I didn't really remember the order or types of the Elite Four when I was going into this, so I was a little concerned that we would just get 2-hit by Mighty Anna here, but, you know, luckily we were able to get some double teams off, and we 2-hit it with Shockwave. We almost level 92. Shiftry I really did not like. It always seemed to hit us with Swagger, and we really didn't have a good move to hit it with. Like, Psychic wasn't going to do anything to it because it's Dark type, and then Shockwave didn't really do that much to it because it was Grass type, and, you know, Shadow Ball's a Ghost move, so it's not very effective against Dark types. So Shiftry was really just not fun for us to go through. And it just seemed like we were getting stalled like the whole time. And then, of course, Cacturne, again, the same setup. We don't have that many moves that are good against it, but luckily we get a crit there and we take it out. We hit level 92. He switches back into Shiftry. We just go for a Shadow Ball here. We almost take it out. Swagger misses, thankfully. We finish it off with another Shadow Ball. And then we're going on to Crawdauant. We use a Shockwave. We end up just one-hitting it, which is really nice. And then Absol scared me a little bit because it led with Swords Dance, and then it hit us with an Aerial Ace. And if that Aerial Ace would have crit us, it probably would have killed us, or at least been in range. It did Citrus Berry there, and then you guys are going to get to see the bane of my existence coming up right now. Alright, Facade. We gotta go for it. I can't keep using all these healing items. Hopefully we just crit or he just misses. Yeah, he's definitely hitting me a lot. Alright, so we die. This is unfortunate. RALTS is not good. RALTS is bad. Alright, well, we can buy a full restore now. So if we don't take it out, we lose. Because Feint Attack's just going to hit us. The Shadow Ball. Oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. I wasn't expecting it. I thought we were going to win there. Yeah, so Phoebe, instead of going for like the guaranteed boom, I'm going to hit you and tear you down, she goes for the hardcore flex on us and hits us with a Shadow Ball after we have 6 double teams set up, and we still get hit. So at this point, I got RALTS level 98. I've learned some of the patterns of some of Phoebe's Pokemon, and Dusclops tends to go for a bunch of stuff, and we end up taking her out. So then we make our way to Glacia here, and you know, we're going for some double teams on the Celio setup, and it's not she's not as hard as Phoebe, that's for sure. I mean, after we learned Dusclops' pattern of protect and then a damaging move and a protect again, we were able to set up, you know, we just had to make sure we didn't get cursed. Phoebe was a pain, just status ailments after status ailments after status ailments. But Glacia here, on the other hand, you know, pretty simple. We do get Light Screen, which, you know, isn't that big of a deal. In retrospect, I should have just went for Psychic first, because, you know, if we get a crit, we just one-hit the Glalie in the special defense. You know, Light Barrier doesn't happen there. I do switch methods here when we see the crunch. I do Safety Heal. You know, we're getting pretty far, and I don't want to botch this run because we made it past Phoebe, which absolutely sucked. But, you know, we take out the second Glalie, which is real nice. Sends out another Celio, so I'm not really too concerned about this one. We go for a Shockwave here, and then boom, I see the Blizzard, and I'm like, ooh, that could have hit us and killed us probably. So she goes for a full restore. I go for a Shockwave, and then I follow it up with a healing item, because I do know the Blizzard has an increased chance to hit inhale while it's hailing. So we end up taking it out, though, and then we have Walrein, and we end up two-hitting this beautiful Walrein with a Shockwave here, I think. Nope, we actually end up 3-hitting it. I thought we were in range. But then you guys are going to get to see this. Yeah. If we get one more stat drop, though, so if we get hit by another crunch, we just die. We have 6 double teams, so if we get hit 3 times in a row, I'm going to be livid. Thank you. That's it. How the hell did we get hit 3 out of 4 times? You're joking. Yes, that absolutely sucked. We got it 3 out of 4 times, and we got stat dropped each time of the first 2 times. But you know what? We got RALTS to level 100, and we just trucked through, you know, the first 3. This is this is Drake, and he's the last person before the champion here. We take out Flygon, we take out Shelgon, then we got the big boy Salamence here. We go for a full restore. He misses his crunch. We go for Psychic, misses crunch again, go for another Psychic. By the way, if you guys are enjoying this content, please hit that like and subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And I know you guys love seeing this kind of content, and I love providing it to you. Kingdra here is not really an issue, neither was Altaria. We just go for some Shockwaves, followed up by a Psychic, and we end up taking out the Kingdra. So now we have good old Wallace. The promoted champion was the 8th badge in Ruby and Sapphire, and I freak out here. Goes for Rain Dance, then it hits us with a crit Water Spout, and we almost die. I'm pretty sure if we would have not been level 100, we would have just gotten killed there. So I'm freaking out here. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, are we even going to be able to do this without items, like, without stat boosting items? But you know what? I'm powering through, and we end up 2-hitting the Wailord after some healing items were used. We go for a stab, super effective psychic, and it does not kill the Tentacruel. It just goes to show you how bad Ralts' stats are. And then it sends out Ludiciolo, and that's, I'm not too concerned about this Pokemon. We 2-hit it with psychic. We're sitting at 131 HP. We go for a safety heal here. The stab Earthquake, is a little scary. And I'm actually shocked that it just hits us twice here with 6 double teams because we did set up all the way. And then it ends up actually hitting us again relatively soon after. But this is actually the second healing item that Wallace has used on his Wishcash, so I'm actually feeling, pretty good. We're getting some stat defense drops here. Keeps going for Amnesia. We're playing like this game of cat and mouse. So I'm gonna take your stats down. You're gonna raise them up, and then when I see another full restore, I'm like, all right, I think he's gonna be out of healing items. We get hit with another Earthquake. We heal back up. Get hit with another Earthquake, and we heal back up. We finally finish it off with an unneeded crit. Sends out Gyarados, and I'm like, oh my gosh, are we gonna one-hit this thing? Because we've not really one-hit anything, and boom, we do. We absolutely do. So we go for a Shockwave here on the Melodic. It goes for Toxic. I'm kind of shocked that hits us, but you know what? That ends up being fine because we have Synchronize, however you want to say it. And you know what? It ends up poisoning itself with its own Toxic. Hits us with a Surf, so we're going to go for a safety heal here. Goes for Recover. And, we play another little game of cat and mouse. Who's going to heal more? Goes just for another Recover. But you know what? The poison's not getting... it's not getting exponentially greater just because it's a normal poison, and you guys get to watch this. We don't even have to hit the last move, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, we did it. I cannot believe it. Wow. That was wonderful work. You were elegant. Thank you. We used one Pokemon. I am a true noble Pokemon. Thanks. Thanks, Frank. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh, what a run this was. Even at level 100, this felt so rough. He felt bedazzled. He felt bedazzled by our masterful performance. What a legend. What a legend. Here's our fake rival, May. Wally is more of a rival than her, in my opinion. Yes, it's already over. You missed it. And then... the most laid-back, nonchalant professor in all of Pokemon existence. Professor Birch himself. Ah, yes. Let's see. How did we do, ladies and gentlemen? How many Pokemon did we catch? We've seen 137, and we've caught 7. So we matched a number. So I guess in theory we win. Because we've matched a number. The new champion, the glory that is Ralts. I am pumped. The fact that we did this is insane. This was a absolutely abysmal run. Oh my gosh. Thanks for everyone that was tuning in. And if you don't want to watch the entire live stream, I will have an entire video condensed probably by sometime midweek of next week that shows the entire run with voiceover. But I really appreciate it. Everyone joining in. Here's our MVP. Yes, I know. I know. There she is, the Ralts, ladies and gentlemen. The MVP. The MVP herself, the Hall of Famer. She stands alone because she is alone. Took us 56 in-game hours. Look at that. It's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Well, I really thank all of you for joining. Thank y'all so much for watching until the end. I really appreciate it. This series was absolutely abysmal. I'm not even going to lie. It absolutely sucked, but I'm so glad that we actually finished it. Thanks for sticking around until the end. I don't think I'll ever use Ralts again. It's absolutely not fun. And go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you want to continue to see content like this in the future. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Thanks so much again. Peace out.